Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am currently in the Walmart parking lot. I just did a pickup order at Walmart and at Kroger. I just came from there. So I have all my groceries and I wasn't necessarily planning on filming, but then I thought, well, it's been a while since I've done a grocery haul. So I'm just gonna show you everything that I got this week. So I'm gonna bring all this home and set it out on the table and I'll show you everything that I got at Kroger and at Walmart this week for my family. Okay, here are all my groceries and diapers and stuff like that I got for this week. We had a little end of school party in here, so that is why there are so many chairs. We brought in extra chairs and put in our table extender because some of my family was coming over for that, and we have this little decoration up here. So that's why it looks the way it does. But let's start over here. I've got stuff from Kroger and Walmart. So as you can see, we splurged this week on Topo Chico, which is for Pablo, and vitamin water, which is for me. There was a coupon for $1.50 off of the vitamin water, so that's why I had to get it. So we have those. Then the brownies, I just happened to see those as I was checking out on the app, and they were 50 cents off. And I like getting the ones that are for 13 by 9 because they're just a little bit bigger. So I got one of those just to have in the pantry. The apples were free. It was one of their like just free items that they give once a week or however often that they do that. So that was nice because as you know, we are going through a couple bags of apples a week. So I got Pink Ladies. The strawberries at Kroger this week were $2.99 for the big 32 ounce. So I got some of those. We will eat those up in a day, I'm sure. Then the cheese was $5.99 for the 32 ounce. So I got some more mozzarella, some of the Mexican style blend, and this mild cheddar for snacking. Let's see, then we got some ground beef. This was not the best price. This was $3.99 a pound, but still better than what it is at Walmart without a sale. And then I did have $1.25 off a roll of the Kroger ground beef, so that helps too. So I got one of those. That's 3 pounds right there. Then the bread, I had 80 cents off of 2, so that made these about $1.60 a piece for the loaves. Then the Thomas bagels were buy one, get one free. So I got some blueberry ones, and then these little mini bagels. I thought it would be fun to have a meal this week that's just kind of like a charcuterie board and just have some little snacky things and stuff like that. So I thought the mini bagels would be fun for that. So that is everything at Kroger, I believe. So then Walmart, got our 3 gallons of milk that we go through every week. I got 2 of these packages of buns. Now these are obviously not the cheapest buns. If I really wanted to get the cheapest, I would go with the Great Value, just like super basic ones. But I made a recipe, some shredded pork in the crock pot last week for some friends, and I bought these buns for them because I thought it's nicer to have a little bit nicer bun with that sort of meal. And actually, let me show you. I also got barbecue sauce to go with that. So I gave a meal to someone last week with that, and there's someone else who needs a meal this weekend, so I thought I would just do the same thing. So that's why I got these buns and this barbecue sauce for them. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to try those buns myself. So I got these because we're gonna have ham buns. So I thought I would do it on those little sliders. They're so cute. Then I got some more eggs. I only needed to get one this week because we still have a full 18 count of eggs in the fridge. Got some apples because we always like to get Pink Lady and Granny Smith. So I got the Granny Smith from Walmart. Got some oranges. I prefer to get them when they're on sale, and they were not on sale this week, but my 4-year-old was really hoping to have some, so I went ahead and got them. We will go through those really quickly too, because Alex and Danny, the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old, really love them. Then, let's see, some tortillas, some tomatoes. I'd run out of smoked paprika, so I got some more of that. Got some bacon. I'd like to do some wraps this week. In the past, when I've done wraps, like for lunch or whatever, I've bought like those green wraps. I think they're like spinach and herb, but I actually don't really love how they taste. So I thought I would just try doing the wraps with just normal tortillas and doing like lettuce and tomato, a little bit of cream cheese, some lunch meat, and a little bit of bacon. So that's what that is for. Then got some more graham crackers and these whale crackers, pepperoni, some of this whole milk yogurt, which I really like. It's so much better when it's whole milk, so much tastier. And I made granola this past week, and so we'll just have the granola with milk sometimes, but it's especially good with yogurt. So that's what I got that for. And then 2 boxes of cereal over here. And then some of our non-food items. Need to get more of these. Training pants for one of my kiddos, and then diapers for the 2-year-old. And my oldest wanted to have the same deodorant as Pablo, so I got him this one. It's nice because, yeah, aluminum free, yeah. Anyways, got that. And then this just like basic cheapo toilet paper, because I just use that in the kids' bathroom. They do not mind. They don't notice the difference, and that saves money. And these rolls just last so much longer. So that is what I got at Walmart there. Like I said, all of this all together, I hit right at my $175 goal. And that is one reason I raised the budget to $175, is because on these weeks where I am buying diapers and toilet paper and training pants, things like that, those really add up fast. And since I include those in the budget, it's nice to have that extra wiggle room. So anyway, oh, and I was also going to mention, these are the groceries for the week, and it probably looks kind of funny that I only have the ground beef here and then also that bacon, but that is all the meat. But we already had some chicken that Pablo grilled over the weekend that we are using for several recipes this week. And I have some pork that I'm going to be making. So yeah, we already had some meat in the freezer, and that's why I didn't get all that much as far as meat goes this week. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all for today. Just a short little video, but I wanted to make sure to give you guys a grocery haul since I hadn't done that in a while. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and give this video a like, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye.